Right, now let's get to the subject at hand. My depression journey through the fire. 22 years ago, I suffered from my first clinical depression while studying for my BA Fine Arts in this very department. Things have come full circle for me now, sharing my experience to benefit others in this very place where it all started. It has been a long journey, but a journey of victory and hope. It is this hope that I want to share with you today. I am here as an example of somebody who has been through the fire of depression, survived, and above all become transformed and enriched by my experience. In a world focused on instant gratification, pleasure, and the pursuit of happiness, depression is frowned upon and regarded as an undesirable to be denied at all costs. How sick this world has become. The very denial of depression heightens its power in the lives of people. Through depression and our complete loss of control and a sense of hopelessness, we are forced to cry out to our Creator for help. Can you imagine a people who were so confident and self-sufficient they had no need of a God? In our weakness, our shame, our vulnerability, our humiliation, we seek divine grace and mercy. In our devastating loss of self-worth, our egos become crucified and our pride becomes nailed to a cross. I suffered from depression, anxiety, self-condemnation, and later obsessive-compulsive disorder for 20 years. At times I felt okay and I could cope. At other times I suffered devastating mental anguish and was forced to be hospitalized in order to recover. I had numerous courses of shock treatment and have been on various medications over the years. I'm now on a medication that has made a huge, significant difference to my life, and I'm very, very grateful that there are these drugs available. And I've never been better. Mental illness ravages the mind and affects all levels of your life, especially your relationships. I've been blessed with a wonderfully supportive family and friends, a husband who believed in me at my worst. He was patient and loving and got me through. I could see no way out and I had no hope. I had to live through his hope in my recovery, even though I could not comprehend it myself. I have a mother who carried me in my darkest hour and who held my hand and felt my anguish. I have a sister who consoled me and spoke to me of faith. A doctor, Dr. Lund, and many other doctors too, who have helped me, and psychologists. A doctor who was committed to my healing and stood by me in my hour of need. Nurses who had compassion and stood around my bed like angels. Here was God working through his people as he has promised. All else pales in significance when illuminated by the light of God's love expressed through others. If you've had a chance to look at my exhibition, you will realize that it is a documentation of my journey and a testimony to my faith. I ask myself why I have called it Through the Fire. Depression is associated with darkness and death, not warmth and light. I use fire as a metaphor. The agony of mental anguish is equivalent to being burnt by fire. Fire is necessary to refine and purify gold as our suffering refines our listening and understanding of the divine.